So hypercars in Southwest Florida are the most expensive group of cars. So obviously there's going to be people out there who are wondering, hey, should I buy this car or this car? And that is the position I was in a couple weeks ago when I was trying to figure out what cars I wanted to get. And now, thank you to the developers, I've been able to afford every vehicle I want. And I'm going to make a video basically right now going through every single hypercar, which one is the best, looks, performance, all of that stuff. So if this video does help you out, of course go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Does help out quite a bit. You can also join my Discord server at discord.gg/cam, and if that doesn't work, the link is in the description below. Let's get into this. So as you can see here, I have got all of the vehicles, and basically we're going to start off with the 2021 Edison Roadster. As you can see, we're here with the Edison Roadster 2021, which is probably the most expensive vehicle in the game, I believe, apart from all the limited vehicles. In my opinion, this vehicle is absolutely insane. I really like the look of this vehicle, just because of like how sleek it looks and modern. The price is $3,500,000, so that's going to be very, very hard to get. So I recommend AFK farming, which you can find out how to do by looking at this video on screen right now. So this is the video that I did a couple months ago. But yeah, this vehicle is really nice. It's really quick as well, but you'll be surprised this isn't the fastest car in the game, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So let's give it a little test drive. All I'm going to do is basically see the maximum speed on this car, and yeah, that's it. So I guess we'll just go down this road. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Something you might notice is that the spoiler on the back of the vehicle, it actually pops up when you're going at a really quick speed. So that's something I really like. When we slow down, you'll see that it goes down. It's a nice smooth animation. So props to the devs for that. But as you can see, we're going up to 250. I think it's going to be about 250. Okay, so the Tesla Roadster, $3.5 million. The max speed is going to be 250 miles per hour. So that is really insane, especially for $3.5 million. This is in no particular order, by the way. This is all just a random order, but here we go. So next up is the Pagani H something. It's on screen right now. I don't know how to pronounce that because they've jumbled it up because of copyright. I think this, I'll basically just call this the Pagani because that's what it is called in real life. I don't know what the second part is. As you can see, looking at this car, it's a bit weird, it's a bit funky, but I like it. I think it's quite cool. You'll notice some really cool flaps at the front here that I'll show you when we're driving. But yeah, all in all, this car's really cool. It's a lot more of an exotic car than something you'd see on the streets every day. But yeah, let me know in the comments for all these vehicles. Let me know your rating on all of these. I'm gonna probably give this car like a looks wise probably like a 5. I don't know, it's a bit dodgy, but anyway, let's test out the max speed. You'll notice something really cool. So if I start driving forward, you'll see these things at the front pop up. So they're like the spoilers of this car, and they're kind of like flaps. You see on the back they're like moving as well. It's really cool. It's like plain flaps. So this is what pops up for this car. Alright, well anyway, we're testing out the max speed here, so let's have a look. And I forgot to mention, this car is $1.4 million in game, so still quite expensive. Anyway, let's have a look. So this is, oh dear, okay, it's quite expensive, and it seems to be 220 miles per hour. Okay, fair enough. I'll put on screen my ratings of the vehicles right now that we've done so far. So the Tesla Roadster, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10 because I really like that car and it's great for the price. The Pagani is going to come in at about 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, just because I'm not really a fan of the looks, and it's quite slow, to be honest, for the price. So yeah, that's the Pagani. Next is the 2014 Koenigsegg Aguero R. This car is beautiful. I actually really like the look of this. I'm actually out of gas. It's great. Speaking of gas, if you ever want me to make a video where I, you know, go through all the fuel capacity of certain vehicles, leave a like. Okay, so the Aguero, here we go. So let's have a look at this car. So this car, in my opinion, it looks amazing. I really like how sleek it is. Just like the Tesla, it's got like a really nice design. Looks almost futuristic in my opinion. But yeah, it's got a nice spoiler on the back, which actually moves, I believe. And all in all, it's just a normal car, I guess. So let's hop in it and see the max speed on it. And this car comes in at $3.1 million. Anyway, here we go. Let's give it a go. So, max speed. The spoiler kind of came out there, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am mistaken, but I think it did come out a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, already off to a great start. So this is gonna go, okay, 270 miles per hour. So the Aguero is 270 miles per hour. I'm rating this car a solid 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 car. I love this car. It's great, and it's cheaper than the Tesla, and it cannot beat the Tesla. So for $3.1 million with that speed, that is insane. I'm gonna rate this car a, yeah, like I said, a 9 out of 10. Did I say? I think. Awesome, awesome. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one is the 2014 Ferrari LaFerrari. This car, I love the look of this car. Probably one of my favorites on the list. As you can see, it's just your basic Ferrari look, and it looks really nice and funky and exotic, and I really like it. I really do. Has the spoiler at the back that does pop out. It's just this little thing here. It kind of folds out a little bit. This car comes in at $2,875,000. So still, as they all are, very, very expensive. And this car, I believe this car isn't that fast, to be honest. I think it's a bit of a letdown, but yeah, we'll give it a little speed test here, max speed. So let's give it a go. It's going up to 200. It looks like it's already struggling to get to 200. That is not a good sign. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be able to get to 2. Well, it is, but just. Okay, I'm going to have to give this car 205 miles per hour. So very, very bad, to be honest. And this car is on the more expensive end of things. So yeah, this car, my official rating for this car is going to be a 7 out of 10. Just because of looks and the performance of it, not the best. But obviously, if you're getting all the hypercars, obviously get this. But if it's your first, definitely not. Now, here we go. The McLaren P1. This car, it's very nice looking. I really like the look of this one. I don't see many people driving this car. I think it's very underrated, and it's actually one of the cheaper ones on the list. So I'll do a quick 360 on the vehicle. As you can see, it looks really nice. It has a spoiler on the back that does come out. It's really nice. Honestly, I like this car. I like all of these cars because South Florida devs, they make their vehicles really nice. Got a little exhaust thing on the pipe. I've never actually noticed that, but all right. But let's give it a quick speed test. So this car comes in at $1,595,000, which is basically 1.6 million. All right, so let's give it a quick speed test. Watch the spoiler come out. There we go. Looks really nice. I think it like comes out all the way and then goes down a little bit. Yeah, it goes down a little bit. Yeah, so yeah, it's really cool. And this car, as you can see, it's kind of capped off there at 200. I don't think it's going to go any further than 200. Okay, so I guess I don't really need to do much more. This car, 200 miles per hour and $1.6 million. So yeah, this car's pretty good for a starter one. Obviously, it's not as expensive and it can go up to 200, which is pretty good. But if you're looking for the higher end things like the Tesla or the Koenigsegg, then you're gonna have to save up a couple more million. All right, moving on to the last two. This one is the Porsche. Porsche, it's great. I really like the Porsche. This is definitely by far one of the best looking vehicles in the game. As you can see, it's got some amazing exhaust on the back, and when you go fast, you can see fire coming out of there. We got a spoiler on the back here that comes out, got a little brake light on it. And this car, I really like it. It's nice and classy. It looks really posh. And this one is the cheapest hypercar on this list. So honestly, I'd recommend getting this. We'll see the max speed on it in a second, but yeah, it's definitely really, really good. It's definitely good, to be honest. Yeah. Let's give it a speed test. So I really have forgot to rate the last one. I'm gonna give the McLaren a solid 7 out of 10. I think I forgot to rate that, but anyway, right, let's do this. So here we go, max speed. So if you watch here, you can see like a bit of fire coming out of there, and the spoilers come up, as you can see. I think I might run out of fuel, you know. Hopefully, fingers crossed that it doesn't. We're going up to 200. I think it is gonna stop at 200. Okay, yeah. So the Porsche is gonna be at 200 as well, but to be honest, for saying that this is quite a lot cheaper, $200,000 cheaper, and it just ran out of fuel. $200,000 cheaper than the McLaren. I think that's a good deal. But now for the big boy, the Bugatti. Probably the most overhyped vehicle in the game, to be honest, but we'll see. So this is just a little bit cheaper than the Tesla, second most expensive vehicle in the game. Of course, because it's a Bugatti, but it looks really nice. Look at that. It looks great. It's got a spoiler on the back that does come up. It kind of folds out of a little compartment, and that is amazing, by the way. So yeah. All right, we're gonna hop in it. Also, I'm rating the Porsche an 8 out of 10. Looks and performance for the price. Anyway, right, here we go. Let's give it a go. So, max speed on the Bugatti. Let's go. Great acceleration on it, by the way. All right. You're going to be surprised by this, by the way. You're going to be very surprised. It's kind of struggling now. 260. Okay, the Bugatti is about 260 miles per hour, and the Bugatti is $3.2 million, by the way. So at $3.2 million, the miles per hour, nice and high. But you'll notice that the Bugatti Veyron was not as fast as the Koenigsegg at max speed. So that does rule the Koenigsegg as the fastest vehicle in the game, and it's cheaper than the Bugatti and the Edison Roadster. So some insane results there. I'm going to rate the Bugatti a, I don't know, 9 out of 10 because I really like the Bugatti. Let me know in the comments if this helped you out, and tell me which hypercar will you be getting if you haven't got one yet. And if you do own them all, tell me which is your favourite. I'd say my favourite is definitely the Tesla. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!